is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Start Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. So MSTY is way down, and they're recently, start of the year, they're down 14.32%. In the past year, they've been up 9.82%. So it started off at 20, and at its peak it was $44. It's starting to get down to, you want to say, equilibrium where it started off. So 23.27 right now. When it just started, it was 21.19. So it hasn't reached the or below $20. Okay, so there's a few good things with MSTR that I'm going to point out. Now, I currently own MSTR, and again, I have a lot of shares of MSTR. I'll show you how many I have, but I'm watching them very closely because I'm going to show you how Microstrategy is looking right now. The Microstrategy is up 3.48%, and MSTR has taken a little bit of a hit. In the past year, Microstrategy has been up 320.20%. MSTR has only been up 9.82%. So again, there's a strong correlation with MSTR and if MSTY goes down. So if MSTR takes a hit, MSTY takes a hit. Now, when it was launched, it was actually at a pretty good time, honestly. So that's one thing to take into consideration with MSTY. I am a high yield dividend investor. Now, I'm not all in the YieldMax ETFs. I just started buying the Kurv yield ETFs. I actually think overall they're better than the YieldMax ETFs. So I'm going to show you the distribution of MSTY right now because still it's not a bad distribution. Then I'll show you my holdings and how much I'm down. I'm not really too upset because my financial situation, I can take a hit and it really doesn't hurt me. You, on the other hand, you have kids, you're relying on passive income. MSTY is something that's not reliable. I'm going to show you the distributions of MSTY, and I'm going to explain why I still buy them, and I still keep them in my dividend investing strategy. Right there, the distribution rate is 113.72%. And again, the fund does not invest directly in MSTR. So investing in the fund involves a high degree of risk. Be aware. So I sold some of my stocks I didn't want it, anyways, and threw it into MSTY to use that income. So the distribution starting in April 2024, $4.12. May was $2.52. June 2024, $3.03. July, $2.33. August, it was $1.94. September, it was $1.85. October, $4.19. November, $4.42. December, $3.08. January, $2.27. And February, $2.02. So I've had fluctuations with MSTY with my passive income, and I use the income for MSTY to buy dividend growth stocks. So that's going to be the target. But now what I'm going to be starting to do, maybe in the next few months, is use the income for MSTY to buy my high yield dividend stocks and use my high yield dividend stocks to buy my dividend growth stocks. So that's one strategy I'm considering doing. So I'll show you how many shares I have of MSTY real quick and how much I'm down. I'm actually down 22.04%. I'm at 327 shares. So should I freak out yet? No. Honestly, I'm not going to do that yet. Sure, the value has gone down a little bit, but I did use some of my income to buy it. So from my dividend growth stocks, it does have a purpose with my M1 Finance dividend portfolio. So what I'm going to start doing probably, because I really like these Kurv Invest ETFs and some of the Roundhill ETFs. I'm still going to watch them and hold on to them, but I still like them better than the YieldMax ETFs. The only YieldMax ETFs that so far I feel pretty confident with overall, if I had a hierarchy, I'd probably say YMax is the top one, YMag is the second one, lfgy, those guys are new. I mean, it's hard to tell how they'll do. nvdy and then MSTY. If I did that on a level of hierarchy with confidence, so what I can do again is I use this income to buy dividend growth stocks. So I have a lot of shares of NVDY on E-Trade. What I'm considering doing now is because MSTY is down by so much, I'm going to put it in the income from NVDY into MSTY. So I'm going to capitalize on a little bit of a dip, kind of redistribute my passive income a little bit. And, there are new opportunities. And again, I'm going to jump to the curve yield ETFs because, I earned 40 some dollars with TSLY, but TSLP has my interest. And actually, my passive income from TSLP, I'm sorry, from TSLY is buying some shares of TSLP. So let me jump to that real quick. This is what has me interested a little bit in the curve, a little bit more over the YieldMax ETFs. And maybe Curve could actually start having shares and they're already rivaling the YieldMax ETFs, and I think they're beating YieldMax ETFs because the YieldMax, I'm going to jump to the Curve real quick. When you have TSLP right here, a distribution rate of 51.32, then you have NFLP, and you have a Google one and a Microsoft one and an Apple one and an Amazon one. So they have some pretty good ones. I feel just a little bit better with them overall. YieldMax kind of reminds me. I made a post on X. Make sure you follow me at Darth Dividend 23. You'll see my symbol that I always have. With these high yield ETFs, it's almost like YieldMax being unique. Started off, they're like the Harvard, and the Global X is like the Princeton. So of college football when they started, they were the champions. They were good. But then guess what? Everybody started catching up and everybody started getting really good. And then they're put on the back burner. Like they're kind of like the past. And it's starting to get that way because I'm starting to see a trend. And I said in my previous videos, and I've been interviewed and on podcasts, not the most reliable thing. If there's something better out there, I will start capitalizing on it. I'm starting to have high interest in the Curve ETFs. I've posted many videos, and I want to thank you, Crypto Fit, on X, with me posting, videos and links with this because I find this just very interesting. And this is an arms race. This reminds me of the REITs when they're battling out for an arms race for car washes. Okay, remember months ago, years ago, I posted a video on many of the REITs that are starting to capitalize on an arms race. Appears to be an arms race. You have Rex, you have them, you have Neos, you have all these new ones coming in, countering what's going on with YieldMax. They even, in some of these sites, even say that they try to protect the net asset value and the erosion. They're basically saying that. So the good thing with the YieldMax ETFs is when the market's fantastic, they're fantastic. When the market sucks, they suck. That's the problem. This one's a little bit more protective. So, think about this as quality versus quantity. That's another thing. Okay. So you have to be careful with your investments. This is why I tell people don't go all in with YieldMax. I think you are crazy for going all in with YieldMax. I use YieldMax to buy dividend growth stocks. I'm very animate about that. I'm very straightforward with that. That's why I show you for entertainment purposes only. Things go bad on me, you know it's bad. So this is why I post these videos. I can take a hit if things go bad. You may not. This is why this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. This is why I'm not providing financial advice. I've responded to you guys on X or Threads, and I just say I don't give financial advice. You can watch my videos for entertainment purposes only, but I don't give financial advice. I'm being very clear with you guys. The risks of the YieldMax ETFs, the risk is extremely high right now because if we hit a bubble in the market, we have a problem. There's going to be a big problem. And I'm going to tell you with plty, Palantir starts sinking even more, plty is going to sink even more. So I want to be clear with you guys, the risks. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I will have a video for you tomorrow. I may squeeze one in tonight. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Take care and have a good one. And I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use my YouTube channel for any form of financial advice. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only. Investing is a big risk. You can gain money, you can lose money. Be aware, do your due diligence. Go to a financial advisor for financial advice, a tax advisor for tax advice. Do your due diligence when it comes to investing. You can lose money. I'm already down 22% with MSTY. So be aware of the risks. I'm more of an aggressive high yield investor. I'm a dividend growth investor. I just showed you a video of my IRA that's doing very well, and I'm well balanced. It is important to be balanced. Take care and have a good one.